welcome to the Raw BJ podcast. Oh, what the fuck was that?
Why can't I just live? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God.
Y'all, we are here for another indie music moment. We are joined by the incredibly talented BAMMIE.
The artist formerly known as
INIMEG.
No.
Formerly known as BAMMIE. He's back to BAMMIE now.
Yeah, it's back to BAMMIE now.
Listen.
He's BAMMIE again.
Listen.
Yes, I can't let go of that iconic name.
The artist formerly known as INIMEG, formerly known as BAMMIE.
Back to BAMMIE.
I understand that we all grew up listening to Aaliyah, but you can't go back, forth and forth.
Yo, BAMMIE, thank you so much for being on the show with us today. We appreciate you for being here. Go ahead and tell the world and tell us, who is BAMMIE? Because we met INIMEG.
When did BAMMIE become INIMEG and become BAMMIE again? Explain that.
Well, we being honest, so INIMEG is my real name, like my birth name. And I've been on this hiatus for like 6 months. I was like, I want to come back different, like a rebrand. And I thought about it. I was like, no, because it took forever to go to iTunes and shit to change everything to INIMEG. And then I was like, I can't let go of BAMMIE because that's already established and iconic in itself. So I'm like, let me just go back to BAMMIE because I feel like the R&B me is INIMEG. That's my vulnerable, soft stuff. BAMMIE is the raunchy, ratchet me. So yeah, I'm back to being BAMMIE because that's how I'm feeling now.
I get what you're doing. No. It's really smart because the IRS is probably gonna pay 2 people. That's why BAMMIE got music out. And INIMEG got some music out.
Well, does BAMMIE have a different social security number?
I wish. Well, we ain't gonna get into that though.
Okay.
There's gonna be some CPNs floating around.
So, yeah.
you know that's what they do down here.
Okay.
Allegedly.
So we know your mama named you INIMEG. Where did the name BAMMIE come from?
So when I was a kid, my favorite cartoon was the Flintstones, and Bam Bam was the little destructive little boy. So when I was a kid, my mom had a little child leash for me. I was always into shit. So
she a little BAMMIE.
Literally, so like my mom, she was like Bam Bam. And so ever since I got older, I just switched it from Bam Bam to BAMMIE. More like a little mature spin on it.
Right. Okay, I like that.
This is so funny. He told you how he became BAMMIE, but I'm gonna tell you how he became INIMEG.
Okay.
So picture it. Hospital. His parents, right? He's born and they arguing. He looked more like me. He looked more like me. He looked more like me. The nurse come in. It's a time, man. And then
goodbye.
It's a time, man.
Goodbye. I'm done. I'm done. That was good. That was a good one. I didn't know where you was going. With
it. That is the one. That is the story. When you get home, your mom gonna be like, "Who you been talking to?"
Right. Okay. So, are you from Atlanta?
No, I was born and raised in Virginia.
Ooh, so was he for a time?
Richmond.
Okay, I was born in Fort Belvoir. And
I've never heard of that.
It's on a military base. It's highly classified. He ain't supposed to be talking about it right now.
Military, no, girl. It's a military base. You've heard of my county, Fairfax County.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. So, that's where I was born.
Engineered in a lab.
Come on, VA boys, listen.
Right. So that's interesting. So tell us about your musical past. Did you grow up with music being something that was prominent?
Of course, us being from the South and stuff, or whatever you want to consider it, my grandma always had me in church, choir, singing on the choir. And then when I got into like middle school, I was doing piano, saxophone, drum major in our band. So it was always a part of me growing up. And then when I got into high school, I got into the chorus class, and that's when I fell in love with actually singing. But all of that comes from my grandma. She had me in stuff when I was young.
Okay, nice. So
It usually does go back to church though.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
usually
like
all ties
Right.
back to
like
church.
it always go back. Just singing
So-
on the choir in that big robe.
So would you
Oh,
say
that's
that
fun.
was your inspiration to start making music altogether?
No, not per se. And I'm just being honest. It wasn't growing up. I didn't want to do none of that because I was like, I want to be outside, and I'm sitting here with Miss Carter. I'm sitting here with Miss Carter getting my hand slapped for doing the wrong keys on the piano.
Right.
But I didn't actually want to make anything out of it until I was like a junior or senior in high school, where my chorus teacher was real cool. At the time, he was like 21, so he was not that far in age from us. So I started writing down lyrics and stuff, and I started showing him. And he was like, if you keep practicing, you could actually, do something. I'm like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm just, And then once I graduated, I started to take it serious and started recording little stuff on my phone and stuff, sending it to my friends. Hey, what do you think of this? It's horrible, but you can keep going. So yeah, I didn't start like really believing in myself till I graduated high school.
Okay. Okay, nice.
It was different for us. Everybody had to rap.
Right.
You could rap or you could get joned on. It's either or.
Period.
You could rap or not. But
No, the funny thing, when I was auditioning for our chorus class, everybody's singing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Amazing Grace. My black gay self sung Kelly Rowland's Like This.
Okay.
And the rest was, yeah.
Okay, I can see that in my head. I bet that was a show for their ass.
I feel like that would have bred some jealousy from the one girl.
It was like the moment. It was like my high school coming out moment, because I remember I was just sitting there, so Joel, I was going like just going in, and everybody's just like, you extra. Everybody else singing like nursery rhymes and stuff, and you bust out in some Kelly Rowland.
Listen.
And that's when people be like, girl, I've been there.
Right. Okay.
Girl, I knew.
So then here we are, past the church, past the high school stages. What would you say, or how would you describe the music that you create now? Because it seems like you're a new artist. I think the first songs that I found of yours were from last year, right?
Yeah, I've released a lot of songs last year, but I've been releasing music for 3 years now. It's just so happened it started to pick up in the last year or two.
Okay.
So I've been releasing music since, when did my first song drop? 2020. Was it 2 years ago? Is it? Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, I saw 2020 on there maybe. So that was 2 years ago.
So yeah, I describe my music. I try to do, because I'm heavily influenced by the 90s, early 2000s. So a lot of the songs you hear like an influence, like Body, like Sierra, and then the original song from back in the 90s. And I want to make music that's versatile for everybody to listen to. So if you're feeling like a bad bitch, turn on Pro. If you want to cry your eyes out because your man or woman left you, listen to Game Over on the album. So I try to make a wide variety of stuff, just so everybody can be a cohesive listening audience.
Yeah, I like that. I can definitely tell that in your music. And I like that you mentioned the song Body, because that's actually the song that we're going to play first. And that we actually were able to see you perform this song at, was it Closet Case?
The first time was Hemifest.
Hemifest, yeah. Right? Yeah, because we've seen you perform a couple of times. Yeah,
I love Body.
Yeah, Hemifest. That was pretty amazing. So tell us about Body. Now we know that it's inspired by the Sierra song Body, and also which comes from boy, you
can't think of their
Ghost
I can
Town
never
DJs.
forget that's who it is. I can never think of the original name.
so deaf.
The people that make talking acceptable.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
So tell us what inspired the song besides all that Body.
But the crazy thing is, Body was never supposed to happen.
Oh.
I went to the studio with a totally different, list of songs I was going to do. I recorded Body last December, and I recorded it in January. I was literally on my way to the studio here, and I was just still going through like the bag of stuff that I had, and someone sent me that beat. Mind you, I was staying at my friend's house at the time, and I was staying at Noel's house actually. And I heard the beat, and I was like, wait, it's something. It was something about it, and I was like, do I really want to do R&B? Because prior to that, mind you, I've never dropped a song on me singing or anything like that, or R&B. So I was like, do I really want to push the waters and put out my first R&B song? Because I was like, I know I can hold a tune, but I was scared. So I went in there, played with it. All of the other songs went out the window. I had like 5 other songs, but I was like, it was something about that song. I was like, it's like captivating to me. So I got in the studio, wrote it out right then and there, and just recorded it.
Period.
You stepped out of your comfort zone and look what happened.
It was not planned at all. And I cried when I released it because I was so nervous. And then that was my first, of course, me trying to do like a crossover sound.
Right.
It ended up getting on the iTunes charts. So I was like,
nice.
okay, you got something going on here with this R&B shit. So I was okay, good, let's do it.
Okay, then. Well, shit, let's go ahead and don't keep the people waiting. Introduce the song. Let's get into it.
This is Body Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. This is Body. Featuring my boy Narad on the vocals and everything on the second verse. This is the new official version. So this is Body featuring Narad.
All right, Body.
Down low, I'm trying to freak you real nice and slow. Have you on the knees as you hit the dough, and I'ma freak you so good, yeah, you just don't know. Let's make love tonight, let me sex you right. Let me freak you to the morning, to the midnight. I know it's nice and tight, and I'ma do you right. Started off slow, and I'ma fuck you right. From your head to toe, hope you like your kisses slow. Hope the neighbors don't mind how we gon' put on a show. Kiss you from your head to toe, know you like your kisses low. Hope the neighbors don't mind how we gon' put on a show. Ay, let me take you to the bed, get inside your head. Yeah, I know you want him, but you want me instead. What you wanna do, what you tryna do? Baby, I'm tryna be in tune with you. I'm tryna take you down, baby, and that's word to Chris. I can promise you, we never had none like this. I'm the nastiest, you the illest. I'm the king, you know what the deal is. Yeah, you should know that I got you on my mind, and I can't deny it, that I've been watching you for a while. I love your attitude, cause ain't nobody as bad as you, and can't nobody compare to you, and he lose you, he a damn fool. Lips locking, bodies touching, lips locking.
Say my body on your body, say my body on your body, nobody on your body, my body. Baby, welcome to my world, yeah. See, you ain't never had nobody do you like me, cause I'ma make your body curl. See, I got what you want and I know what you need. Let's sneak into this private room so we can do what hoes do.
Yeah, you should know that I got you on my mind, and I can't deny it, that I've been watching you for a while. I love your attitude, cause ain't nobody as bad as you, and can't nobody compare to you, and he lose you, he a damn fool. Lips locking, bodies touching, lips locking. Yeah, I know you're sick and tired of playing games, probably thinking we all the same. Your body is my destiny, say my name, so say my name. Yeah, you 1 in a million, yeah, your body I'm willing. Now it's time for round 2, I'ma show you a trick or two. Yeah, you should know that I got you on my mind, and I can't deny it, that I've been watching you for a while. I love your attitude, cause ain't nobody as bad as you, and can't nobody compare to you, and he lose you, he a damn fool. Lips locking, bodies touching, lips locking. My body's calling you.
I love that song so much.
This song was brought to you by Plan B Incorporated. Yes, that's Plan B Incorporated.
I love that song so much. I love it.
Okay, Bammy, boy, you should know that.
And you know, it's funny.
really
That's the first
like
time.
that song.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that's right. Remix.
Okay.
Because people don't really know about this version because I perform the solo version all the time. So that is the actual album version.
Okay. I really like that. It was familiar but different. You know.
The video, I had fun doing the video. It was a good experience doing all of that when I recorded the video. I recorded the video in Cleveland actually.
Okay.
It was fun.
I just love that you went there. Like you didn't leave anything out on this song. It's like you just was like, you know what, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna tell you what it's gonna be.
Right, it's what it is.
Straight to the point, like boom, bam, there it is.
So that was Body featuring The Ride.
Yep, right? Featuring The Ride. Yep.
Okay, and you've also done other features with some of our favorites, including Jay Ling, who was here in our studio a week or so ago.
Him and I just linked up too. Yep.
Yeah, and of course the fabulous Noel Nix.
Yes, Miss Noel. Yes, ma'am.
And a few others that we enjoy. So tell me, who would be some of your dream collaborations? Give me 3 indie artists and 3 mainstream artists.
3 mainstream. I'm obsessed with Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child.
Okay.
I feel like her and I can create like some good inspirational music. Of course, Nicki. That's just a given. That's just a given. And Foxy Brown. Like I want Foxy, me and Foxy. I feel like it'll be fun. And 3 indie artists. His name is Shaw. He's an R&B artist. He's in California. We're actually friends, so I feel like that's gonna happen sooner or later. I just gotta figure out the right tone and beat and everything. God is Mikey. He's here in Atlanta, but we had a song, but I never put it out. That's the crazy thing. So I feel like an official something would be cool. And I don't know, but I'm looking for a dope ass underground female rapper. I haven't found it yet, but I just know I want to work with a female rapper underground. Like I just feel like me and a female rapper, we'll work great together.
Ooh, can I go ahead and get mine now?
I think Wimberly. There's a female rapper that's been on our show. Her name is Wimberly Wim. She might be somewhere around what you're looking for. I'll send you her information.
I'm gonna need info.
Right.
Please, because I've been looking for a female rapper for the longest time.
Yeah, Wim's dope.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
For singing with somebody like as a collab, like if you featured that person, I would say Tia, for sure. I don't know if you know Tia.
You gotta send info.
Tia Carter.
You gotta send. Oh, I take that back. Another person, Hemingway, Mr. Hemi himself.
Yeah.
I just feel like that'd be so dope. Like seeing him in person for the past 2 events, I was just like in awe. I was like, oh my God, he puts on a damn good show.
Yeah, Hemi puts on a show.
Thing is, I can't dance, so I would have to just sit down and do like a little 1-2, like.
Listen, just let him do it. All you gotta do is be off to the side. Say it.
Just sit back, and just be like,
right.
So, what is your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song is Pro with Noel. I love performing Pro, and that is just fun. It's interactive, and everybody. Him and I never expected that song to take on a life of its own when we perform it. It's definitely Pro.
Okay, which is another one that you performed at Hemi Fest.
Yep, and I brought Noel out. Yep.
Right. Okay. Love it. So speaking of performances, what is your favorite venue that you performed at?
My favorite venue, what was it this March? This March, I performed during NBA All-Star Weekend in Cleveland at the LaSalle Theater. It was beyond gorgeous in there, and I didn't realize like the historical significance of it. I just walked in, I was like, "Oh, this is nice." I done came out from performing in backyards, and I'm I'm sitting here at the LaSalle Theater on NBA All-Star Weekend. I performed at a fashion show. That was
Wow.
my favorite. That was my favorite so far.
Nice. I love that. The indie artists, out here performing, at these, places that you wouldn't think that indie artists would have, especially the ones in the community would have space in. You know what I'm saying?
Extremely blessed.
Which leads me to my next line of questioning.
He's not a suspect.
Okay, well, let's as Nikki say, let's get into some things.
Okay, so which letter do you fall in the LGBTQ?
Plus.
Fall under.
Gay, G for gay.
Okay. Well, no, I asked because I, listen to your music, and there are some of your lyrics are, kind of
neutral,
heterosexual.
You know what's crazy about that? Because I actually started listening to. Wait, what happened? Okay, I actually started listening to some of my music, like my catalog from years ago up until recently now, and I was like, yeah, no, you can keep doing that. But the reason why I did it when I first started recording music 3 years ago, this was before Freaknik, before Boys, before Pro, all of that. I actually had a manager and everything in Nashville because I lived in Nashville. And he was like, no, don't nobody want to hear that gay shit. You need to portray that you're straight because that's what everybody want to see. So a lot of my earlier music, I am, saying some heterosexual stuff, like describing women and everything.
Right.
And then I just had it with him. I was like, you can't keep trying to box me in and stuff when I know who I am and I'm happy with who I am. And so left him, and everything's been on the up and up.
All right.
Don't let anybody box you in, and that's for anything in the industry.
Right.
Whether it's always what to wear or how to, some things I could say we all need a little polishing on as far as like public speaking. That's my thing that I gotta work on because I'm uninhibited. But for things like artistry and stuff, you can't tell me how to do me better than I can tell me.
It was hard because I was like, this is my first introduction to an actual studio, my first introduction to actually hearing my voice, on the speakers and everything that I wrote. It was always like a nitpicking and you need to do this is horrible, you need to do that, this is too gay, we don't want to market you like that. I was just like, okay, because I was naive and dumb. I didn't realize how snake-like this industry is. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna listen to him. He knows best. And then that shit went south. So yeah.
Okay, so how old are you, BAMMIE?
I am 27.
Okay. You starting to scare me a little bit now. I thought you was like, 23 or something. I was like, oh God, he's young.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
You're not,
I'm getting up there.
Old. We're around the same age. Shit, I'll be 28 in April, and I'm here for it.
Ever since I turned 27, I felt the back starting to hurt.
Okay.
Everything starting to ache.
Wait till you get to your 30s.
Close your mouth. We far away from that. We got like another 3 years.
Yeah.
Let us enjoy these 36 months.
Let this body So what has been some of your biggest musical challenges during your career?
My biggest musical challenges so far, and I feel like a lot of underground artists experience this, is like when we're independent, everything is coming out of your pockets. Like you're literally paying for studio time, you're paying for the beats, you're paying for promotion, you're literally paying for everything while still trying to make sure your actual personal life is keeping afloat too. So I've been finding it hard to find that balance between the two. That's why I took 6 months off, because I was like, it was too much going on. I got into I had a breakup. I experienced some other stuff. I was just like, I'm taking a break. But I feel like trying to find a healthy balance has been one of the toughest things. And then also promotion and marketing, because a lot of these people, they want you to pay, but they don't do what they said they're going to do. So it's kind of like 50-50. Do I do it? Do I pay them and get nothing, or just keep doing it on my own because it's been working? So I've been, all of that I'm trying to figure out now. And then I'm coming back to music. I was like, I'm gonna do it the right way and try to do everything I can to make sure I keep afloat and a healthy balance between everything.
Right. So when you say, you know, they want you to pay but don't do what they say, can you go into detail?
Yeah,
You
it's
don't have
like,
to name drop or nothing, but just like
oh
what's
no,
a scenario?
so like you post something on Instagram
I
or
mean,
you
you
post
could
something
name drop
somewhere,
if you
and
want.
that's the thing. They don't matter enough to actually give them promotion.
Hello.
No
Period.
shade, no shade. But no, it's just a lot of, it's a dog eat dog world, and not only in just in music, just in general. And you got people, yeah, I work for such and such magazine or such and such radio show, and we can get you promotion because I love your stuff. And as you're talking and talking, oh yeah, it's gonna be $1,000 to get you like 100 player and $500 for. It's like I already do that without paying for somebody. So
Right.
it's just like, I think it's a scam.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm looking into going to an actual person that has like majored in marketing, who I know personally. So like that's what I'm looking into now, to actually do that, because I feel like that's one of my biggest downfalls, is promoting my stuff.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because it's a conversation that I've had with plenty of people before about indie artists, and how there are certain people that like to take advantage of indie artists. And, you know, I really hate that. You know, it's and when I said this, you know, it didn't make sense to the person I told it to at first until I explained it to her. There's a lot of people out here that are basically just trying to make money off of people who are trying to make money. And she was like,
Yeah.
well, what do you mean by that? And I'm just like, well, you basically out here scamming these people, charging them hundreds of dollars for services, and they don't get any payoff from it. Like, what do they get in return? Oh, well, we're gonna post you to our 20,000, you know, bot followers, and you know, you're not, you know, what do you get off of that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
They're bots. They're bots. So what are you gonna gain from that?
exactly. Like, you gain nothing, and but they know that indie artists are, a lot of them can be gullible, because they're so anxious to have their music or their art shown or heard. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are willing to pay the prices. You know, just like the Game, and I think it was Jada maybe, and a few other rappers who were caught up in this whole little thing of charging these indie artists thousands of dollars and saying, oh, I'm gonna post you on my story, post you on my page, post you on this website, and then they just take the money and never post their work anywhere.
No, it's
so sad.
It's one post.
Right, just post
right,
it.
one post.
Like,
A simple
I always post and share every independent artist their stuff to our stories for free. Like, even if, like, once our followers get to however many hundreds of thousands of millions or whatever, that's still something that is going to happen for free. It's a fucking share button to a story that's going to last for 24 hours. Why are you charging these people for that? Just shit like that just makes my ass itch, and not in a good way.
I'm glad early on I experienced what I experienced with my then manager. So it made me open my eyes to a lot of that stuff. So I won't fall for that stuff now.
Right.
So I'm thankful for that horrible experience then for now.
Period. Well, damn. Let's get into another song, because
that'll make me feel better.
Right. They about to piss me off, but I ain't even went through it.
I'm mad for y'all though.
Right. So
yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. And that's why, and most indie artists, that's their main thing too.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about this song, Menage.
Ooh, Menage.
And you want to talk to the little dick niggas that think they got big dick?
No, Menage.
Here too, if you feel like
listen.
We don't censor anybody.
That's another one of my favorite songs, because it's fun. I was going through a period when I was recording stuff, and it was a lot of breakup stuff and stuff being in my feelings. And I was like, I want to do something fun. I dropped that last May. And I was like, I heard the beat. The beat was real simple. So all of that extra stuff you hear, me and my engineer, we sat down and we nitpicked everything. We extended the beat. We literally sat there and found the voice recording and edited it. So, and that was my first time actually producing something alongside my engineer. Like even at the beginning of that song where it's like, bend it, back it up, and when you work it, that was never a part of the actual beat. That's actually an ode to me and Noel's very first song we recorded, Freaking It. So we wanted that to be a sample. Basically, I sampled my very first song I dropped 4 years ago with Noel. But Noel didn't want to be on it. He wanted to be on Pro. So I was like, girl, you just messed up my whole thing. Because I said it was supposed to be a sequel. It was supposed to be a sequel. Like, yeah, we coming back. We're going to do a part 2. But funny thing is with Minaj, there's like 7 versions of that song in my file. It was different verses. It was me saying different shit, me acting like growling and shit like Nicki. I was like, no, let me take that out. But I made Minaj for everybody to feel good. The beat make you feel like you thick walking in the club, bouncing and shit, and just celebrating your figure and stuff. I just wanted somebody to have fun listening to it and bounce.
Yeah.
And laugh, because Sweet Pussy Pauline in the song is hilarious.
I just love it because those are my vibes everywhere I go. I be bouncing in the grocery store. I jiggle on the way up to the register. I bounce at the PTA meetings because y'all gonna get all this work because y'all called me in. I feel like everybody has to learn. Everybody gonna learn today.
Listen, and I was thinking about recently, even though that song is a year old, a year and some change, I was like, I wouldn't mind going back and doing a video for it. I think it'll be fun.
I do have a suggestion, if I may.
Go ahead.
You have all these different versions of this song. Are you interested in dropping them as like not a Kama Sutra collection, but like a Thai Sutra collection? Like where people can just listen to all the different versions in a row.
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought about doing something like that in Pro because Pro has different versions too. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I may include them as a bonus track or 2 on a new project. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Well,
I'm here for it. I just want you to know. Too. Don't forget it. Thai Sutra collection.
Period.
Or collection, whichever one you want to use.
Go ahead and BAMMIE. Go ahead and introduce the song.
This next song is my playful anthem, Minaj. Let's get into it.
Do it.
Pin it, back it up, and when you work it, back it up. Pin it, back it up, and when
we already did that. Let's do something different, bitch.
Come a little daddy, let's have a Minaj. The way you do it right there deserve a round of applause. When you giddy good, suck me up like a straw. And when you do it right there and make me go like Come a little daddy, let's have a Minaj. The way you do it right there deserve a round of applause. When you giddy good, suck me up like a straw. And when you do it right there and make me go like I'm a real freak, yeah, I'm tryna be. We pay patty cake with a big old cheek. Let me hit on the left, ain't no won't know. Come play with a tip and watch me shake up. Then you back it up, yeah, that's your favorite song. I'm tryna go another round, can you last that long?
Fellas, I wanna know if I can talk to you for just a minute. Now, there's a certain kind of fella that I wanna talk to this evening. I wanna talk to all these little dick ass motherfuckers running around here who think they got a big dick. Now, if you think you got a big dick and you can tear a piece of pussy up,
then let me see them cheeks move left or right like a freak. When I beat it, I'ma eat it, play with it, then I'ma ski. I got the money in my pocket, pot lock and drop. I'm trying to make your body shake and blast off like a rocket. Come to little daddy, let's have a menage. The way you do it right there deserve a round of applause. When you giddy good, suck me up like a straw. And when you do it right there, it make me go like ah. Come to little daddy, let's have a menage. The way you do it right there deserve a round of applause. When you giddy good, suck me up like a straw. And when you do it right there, it make me go like
Fellas, I wanna know if I can talk to you for just a minute. Now, there's a certain kind of fella that I wanna talk to this evening. I wanna talk to all these little dick ass motherfuckers running around here who think they got a big dick. Now, if you think you got a big dick and you can tear a piece of pussy up, then let me tell you. Just as I thought, not one motherfucking word. Well, my name is Sweet Pussy Pauline, and I got a story that I want to share with you this evening. Is it okay? Now, I recently had an incident. This motherfucker climbed up on top of me, the littlest dick you ever seen in your motherfucking life. He had the unmitigated gall girls to look into my pretty brown eyes and say, am I hurting you? I was like, hurting me? Motherfucker, you are tickling me.
Man, hold on, I need to get a bottle of water after that shit. Whew.
Okay, well, to all you little dick niggas out there who think you got a big dick, if you think you can come, what you say, stretch some pussy out,
tear a piece of pussy up.
Tear a piece of pussy out.
Tear a piece of pussy up.
Tear a piece of pussy.
That's what it says.
I could not keep a straight face in the studio doing that. Mind you, I was drinking Jack Daniels recording that. So I was already a little on one. So hearing that, and just, it was funny as fuck.
It definitely is funny.
You know what the beat reminds me of though?
What?
Back in the day when we was in high school going to the football games and we used to like have this little walk that we would do going to our seats and shit because we wasn't on the dance team or whatever. Because fuck them. But we was walking pretty, like we was walking a certain way as a group. We just wasn't gonna go to group practice every day at school. So we had our little bounce walk that we would do or whatever, and that's the same type of beat that the band would be playing when people was coming to sit down before the players come out. You know what I'm saying? So that just brought me back.
Like even when I heard the beat, I was just like, I just thought about like a little nasty stank walk, like, and I was like, am I really gonna like all of that stuff in the background, like the yeah hoes, none of that was in there. Me and my engineer literally sat there for like 3 hours placing all of that stuff, and I was like, at first I scraped the whole song. I was like, this song is so fucking stupid. What? And then I was bored. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Everybody making sad music. Let's just do it. Fuck it.
Right.
The hour is 9.
All right, the hour is 9. Okay. It's time for rapid fire.
Let's get
it. Rapid fire. We give you 60 seconds to answer as many of our silly, crazy, sexy questions as you can.
Ooh, let's get it.
Right. Okay.
Long enough for a menage.
Give us the first thing that comes to your mind. Just, don't think too hard about it.
Okay, let's get it.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
Why is life so hard?
Would you sell your soul for anything?
No.
What if it was for the life of a child?
Wait, what?
What if it was for the life of a child?
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Would you sell your soul for the life of a child?
No.
Do you believe in magic?
Yes.
What is your dumbest purchase?
Next.
What color best describes you?
Black.
Whose brain would you like to pick?
Beyonce's.
What do you do when you're by yourself?
Go to sleep.
Favorite sex position?
Missionary.
How would you describe your perfect day?
Being away from everybody. Like, leave me alone.
What do you do when you're alone in your car?
Bump music and act like I'm in a concert.
How would you describe the color green to a blind and deaf person? I want to hear the answer to this.
I want you
How
to
would you describe the color green to a blind and deaf person?
A very ugly color.
What?
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, damn.
I hate the color green. I don't know why.
I just want to point out it would be subjective. They've never seen anything ugly or pretty, so I don't know that it was.
Well, yeah.
They never heard it either. So again, I don't know that it would.
Oh no. That one really threw me off. That one really threw me off.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we've had all sorts of answers. We literally had 2 people at back-to-back interviews just yell grass.
Yeah. That was that rapid fire was a little bit more watered down than I thought it would be.
Okay, when you said bumping something, I thought you was gonna be like bumping uglies. I mean, could you pause after you said bumping? I thought it was
bumping ugly.
Yeah,
in the car, bumping ugly.
Wait, was that the question? Because I couldn't understand.
I said, "What do you do when you're alone in your car?" And you was like bumping. Pretending I'm at a concert. I was like, "Why did you pause?"
I'm a family-oriented person. I'm just playing now.
Oh, Lord, this is not a family-oriented show. I'm just playing. Oh, Lord. Mammy, it's been a pleasure having you here. So I do want to know, because we've seen on your Instagram that you were going to be dropping some news about some new music today. What's that about?
So everybody knows it's been 6 months since I've stepped foot in the studio, 4 months since I dropped my debut album. Everybody has been on my ass. Thanks to Jay Ling and some other people, they shook my ass and was like, get back in it. And I was like, no. So with that being said, the follow-up to Unexpected will drop on Black Friday. And it is called No Longer Interested.
Oh.
And instead of dropping one single, I'm gonna drop a double feature.
Yes.
So you're gonna have I'm not gonna say the names of them, but you're gonna have, let's just say you're gonna have the raunchy, and then you're gonna have the soft and sexy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, you know what they say, 2 giving head is better than 1, or however they say it.
2 giving head is better than 1.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
So, is this going to be an EP or an album? How many tracks?
It's an EP, 5 tracks. I will say, when I did my album, I didn't realize how time consuming dropping a full length project was. So I'm like, I don't want to commit to doing a full length project right now. And then the EP, the different songs, they don't sound nothing of what I've released. I've been experimenting more. I became more confident in my pen, more confident, and just experimenting with new sounds. So it's 5 tracks, possibly 6, and some dope people on there.
Okay, some people we know.
Of course, yeah. I'm trying to get Jay Ling on one of the first singles.
Nice.
And I'm not sure if you're familiar with Jocelyn's Cabaret, but someone from season 1 and 2 is featured on one of the songs too. So we come.
Yeah, one of my friends was on that show.
Wait, who your friend?
She. I'm not gonna mention her name on camera, but yeah, that's my girl.
But
right.
The girl that's on my, her and I became really, really, really close, and I'm working on her music with her too, because she's breaking out Sapphire from season 1 and 2.
Okay.
So, yep, she's on my project, and I'm writing stuff for her and making sure she gets her stuff together too. So it's gonna be like a double. I'm literally working on 2 projects, one for me and then one for her too. So my mind is like everywhere.
Yeah. So have you heard, this is off topic a little bit, but did Jay Ling, I know he's about to release a new song called Ride. Have you heard it?
No. And it's funny. It's funny. One of the singles I'm dropping is called Ride.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Right.
I did not know that.
It's
Oh
a
my God.
dope song. I probably should not have told you that. I'm probably gonna edit this out. But
Y'all need to just collab and make it right along.
Right along.
But you know, it's funny. I'm getting him not the soft one. My ride is the R&B one. The other one, I want him on the ratchet one. So we're gonna sing.
Let's see. So as we get ready to wrap this thing on up.
No,
I know.
damn you.
Yes, damn me.
I
I got places to be, darling.
I ain't got shit to do.
I want to know, what is the best advice that you've ever been given?
The best advice I've ever been given, and it's something that I'm telling the newer gay artists that are coming to me and Noel and some other people. Don't second guess yourself and don't count yourself out, because if one person's not listening, showing interest, you never know who's listening. You never know who's paying attention. So don't give up. Everybody's not meant to get what you're doing. Everybody's not meant to ride your movement. You will find your own supporters that truly love and support you. So if you're not getting the likes or retweets, keep pushing, because they watching you. They watching you.
Love it.
I know your second and third best pieces of advice.
Right.
I know your second and third best pieces of advice. The second was how you got your name, because I know they didn't tell you. And the third one was that 2 giving head is better than 1. I think that sums it up. All that sums it up right there. I mean,
child.
And to sum up what you said, if you sell yourself short, no one else can buy in. Hello.
Period.
Period.
Okay. So we know that we have the EP dropping on Black Friday. Tell me the name again.
No Longer Interested.
No Longer Interested. With that, tell us what else you got coming up for the rest of the year, over the next year. The EP, are we getting visuals? What else you got going on?
Definitely doing visuals. I would like to do a video for every song on the project. And then I want to record like a mini concert, like me and another artist friend of mine. We're trying to do a concert series with underground gay rappers and artists. We go around different cities and stuff and just bring awareness. In each city, we'll find, the ones that is popping, or just anybody out there. We're trying to do like a concert. Like, thank God for him, because he's doing it here, but we want to take it on the go. We want to try, an actual tour with LGBTQ plus everybody. And I think it'll be fun. So we're planning that. And then I want to record a mini concert, because I didn't realize how many songs I have out and I have not performed yet. So I'm trying to plan a mini concert for BAMMIE. So there's a lot of stuff.
Okay, nice. Well, we will definitely be watching and listening. Did you have a last question?
Yes. Does this have to end?
It does. It does.
Okay, well, I have one more question. One more.
Okay.
BAMMIE, what's your favorite food?
Oh, are we talking dessert or actual food?
Anything.
Oh.
Give me the whole meal. Give me the appetizer, the entree, and the dessert.
I can do that. If I can do that, real, because I'm a foodie. Appetizer. I can never go wrong with spinach artichoke dip. So I'm gonna start off with that. My entree. I became a steak person recently. A good old steak with some russet potatoes with a little skin still on them. Garlic. It gotta be garlic. Gotta be a bunch of garlic. Good old rolls, macaroni and cheese, some greens, with a little drink. You know what I'm talking about. And dessert, peach cobbler. It gotta be peach cobbler.
Okay, look. So a place that has some of that stuff for you, I'm telling you. I tell everybody about this restaurant, and everybody acts like I'm crazy, but this is the place to go for steak. Texas Roadhouse. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Texas
Roadhouse.
With the butter, the cinnamon butter.
Yes.
And everybody thinks I'm crazy when I say it, but
no,
child.
I agree. That was back home in Virginia. That was our spot. Like every weekend, just go drink and get the rolls, and yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those rolls are everything.
It tastes like
I
salvation.
love that for us.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I love that for us.
I love that for us.
Okay.
I fucking love it too. So tell the people where they can find BAMMIE, the artist formerly known as Timane,
And back to
formerly
BAMMIE.
known as BAMMIE.
you can find, and I promise I'm not changing nothing no more.
We got it on tape.
Right.
You can find me every social media, ITSX BAMMIE. The only thing that's not that is not TikTok, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, ITSX BAMMIE, follow me. You know, you got, if people out there want to join the movement, forever grateful. We all about making people feel good.
Oh, I love that. Your heart wasn't connected for a long time. What was
I had binoculars.
you
on.
had arthritis for a minute? Trying to connect that. This message is brought to you by Ben Gage. That's right. That's Ben Gage.
Girl, I am fucking done. Y'all know where to find us at the Raw BJ Podcast on all social media platforms.
The best podcast.
I love it. Brittany, did you have any last words? No? Okay, y'all. Thanks for coming. Bye.
You so hateful. You are so hateful. And I'm just praying for you every day. But now that it's my moment.
Pray harder.
I will. I'll be praying over some ribeyes at Texas Roadhouse for you.
Listen, because that sounds like the move right about now, baby.
Okay.
But I do want to say to our viewers, home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And in the words of Maury Povich, until next time, America, and all the other countries that listen.
That will never get old to me, y'all.
We have determined you're telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the one that run behind stage after I found out my baby daddy who ain't really.
When Lil Nas X was on that show, it took me all the way out. Do you hear me?
Child. Listen, y'all come back next time for another Raw BJ podcast, and we will all come together and figure out who the daddy is. Bye.
You should know that I got you on my mind, and I can't deny it. That I've been